Welcome, welcome, welcome. Debs Cooper, global stressologist, here again with a doozy of a call, a doozy of a video to show you, because I'm getting more and more people are saying they're really stuck and they want instant. So I'm here to tell you the things you need to do if you're feeling stuck today. If you're feeling stuck today. So thank you for joining me. If you replay, hashtag replay would be fabulous. Grab your note-taking device, and I'm just going to flip to my other thing to make sure I can see your comments if they don't come up. So just let me know if you're here live or if you're here on a replay would be fabulous right now as we kick on. So I'm discovering more and more people are literally in this funk, and sometimes they're in this funk for longer than a day, and other than that they're sometimes just in one day and they have this big momentum thing that's kicking them and they're just not getting ahead with what's happening. So here I'm in to give you some top tips, my favorite strategies. Now, when I was putting these together, I was giggling because I was thinking of the wording of how to word this, and one of them was actually called zoom out to zoom in. And I was like, why zoom out? Why zoom out to zoom in? Because naturally I was just thinking of the technology Zoom. So when I say that, I'm not talking about Zoom. I'm talking about zooming out to actually see the bigger picture. So here's some signs that this is showing up. And they're showing up because you're pushing harder, but you're actually getting nowhere. You're overcommitted and you're overwhelmed. This was me last week when I was trying to even look at my diary, and my family going, is this happening? And I'm like, hang on, I just need to look at my diary. I could feel it. I could literally feel it, overwhelm kicking in. Or you keep saying, I just need to get through this week. I just need to get through this week. And I totally understand. So here's some real-time life examples. So you're trying to fit everything in at once. So you're trying to fit your schedule in, your mindset, your relationships, everything. But the more you do it, the more drained you're actually feeling. And you often hear me talk about the weeds over the flowers, but you feel like you're in the weeds and you can't actually see the bigger picture. So these are the 3 tips that are going to help with that zoom out to zoom in. So step back, choose one area just to simplify today. And one of my favorite sayings is just for today, or just for this next meeting, just for today, or just for this next meeting. Just allows you to, oh, Donna's here. Hi, Donna. Okay, I'm just going to push play on this other one. Well, there we go, so I can see the, hi, Donna. Thank you. Where was I? Choose one area. So just for today, I'm going to do this, or just for this moment. The next one is to ask yourself, what's the highest priority right now? Now, when we do this, what's the highest priority right now? Ensure that you do this to the highest priority for you, not the highest priority for your boss, not highest priority for everyone else, but what's the highest priority for you right now? And you're going to trade your busy for being aligned. And that means less noise, less brain clutter, less mental overflowing, and you're going to get more clarity from that. So when you trade your busy for being aligned, you're going to get this brain noise is going to calm your farm, as my cousin Ben says. The other strategy I'm going to give you is to get radically honest. And even when I was typing these things up and I was thinking about this, even I was starting to feel sick, because when you're honest, you can be honest to other people, but you're not honest to yourself. And it's actually honest to yourself is the best place to be. So these are the signs that show up for you. So you're stuck in limbo with a decision. You're blaming circumstances instead of naming the truth. Blame. Or you avoid stillness because the answer lives in silence. You avoid stillness because the answer lives in silence. Now, when I think about this, hi Shari, thanks for joining. When I think about the real life examples for this, you actually say you're unsure about leaving a job or relationship, but deep down you already know. Deep down you already know. And it's fear of the fallout that keeps getting you stuck. It's fear of the fallout that keeps getting you stuck. So here's some tips for you to resolve them. Journal. What am I pretending not to know? Now, I want to give you a tip about journals. Journals are fantastic. I love them. However, don't leave them lying around. Ensure that nobody can access your journal, whether it has to be locked in a place or anything like that. Ensure that, but don't leave that journal lying around with your thoughts and stuff for other people to read, because you don't want to be locked in a psych ward just because someone read your journal. Just saying, just saying. So when you're journaling, what am I pretending not to know? You're going to acknowledge the truth without needing to act on it yet. Just acknowledge it. Name it. There it is there. Well, they say name and shame. So there it is. Yep, I've got this. This is where I'm thinking. As soon as you name it, it just has a different level of clarity in your mind. And with that, you're going to trust the clarity that expands once you name it, because trust comes incredibly important as one of these things. So once you actually can name it, the trust comes, but you don't need to act on it. Just trust it. That just, okay, I've got that, and just sit on it. The other one I'm going to give you is you're going to use contrast as fuel. And when I was playing around with the words of this was use contrast as fuel. So the signs this is showing up is you're feeling irritated, bored, or restless. You're stuck in, this isn't working. This isn't working. And we know what happens when you're emotional, when you're stomping around, this isn't working. Or you keep comparing your current reality to a future fantasy. You keep comparing your current reality to a future fantasy. They're pretty quick kickers, aren't they? I felt kicked when I was doing it. So the real life example is you're scrolling through Instagram and you're feeling triggered by someone who's living your dream while you're stuck in the grind. You know those ones, you see that. And that ache isn't punishment, it's direction. And you can hear yourself going, why me? Why me? Why is it not happening for me? That's my whingy and whiny tone, if you haven't picked it up. So here's some resolution tips for you. You're going to ask yourself, what is this discomfort? Because it is a discomfort. What is this discomfort trying to show you? What is this discomfort trying to show you? Now, you don't have to have all the answers, but just start. What is this discomfort trying to show you? Trust that the answer is going to unfold. You don't have to be so desperate for the answer. You're going to flip this FOMO, this envy, this jealousy around, and you're going to go, wow, that's living proof it's actually possible. This is living proof that it's actually possible. Oh, how exciting does that actually feel? Then the next one is, keep trying to cut me out. You're going to let that contrast clarify what you truly value. You're going to let that contrast clarify what you truly value. Now, you may not get these answers straight away. Please don't think you're going to get these answers straight away, because you may not. But once you've got this, you're actually then going to, okay. Something might have happened. If you're still here, just let me know, because it tells me my account's been locked. So we'll just see where that goes. Let me know if you're still actually here. That's pretty helpful. I'm just going to keep talking anyway. So you're going to flip the stuck script. You're going to flip the stuck script. And from this, this is a sign. You're thinking you're falling behind. You feel embarrassed to start again. You say things like, I should be further on by now. I've known this for a year. Why am I not successful? You know those ones. So it means you had momentum last month and now you're feeling like you're back to square one. Eek, and the shame creeps in, and you should know it all. So you're going to avoid taking the next step. So with that, the resolution tips are reframing it. You're not behind, you're being redirected. You're not behind, you're being redirected. You're going to ask yourself, what did this pause give me? What did this pause give me? See how it all just goes back to our mindset and our soul? It's actually about us. And you're going to honor your rhythm, not society's time frame. You're going to honor that rhythm, not society's time frame. The next one, I'm talking really quickly because it's telling me it's going to cut me off. So we'll just see how this goes. Don't take anything personally or life seriously. And this is, you're overthinking a comment or a message or a look or something. You internalize other people's moods. And you're heavy with pressure to get it right. Don't take anything personally or life seriously. So a friend stops messaging you and you assume it's something you did. But actually they're quietly going through a storm, but you don't know that. So you're going to say it aloud. This is not about me. This is not about me. Because other people's problems are their problems unless they ask for help. You're going to play more. You're going to laugh more. You're going to mess up more. You're going to be real. You're going to live life. And you're going to remember that people are projecting their world, not yours. People are projecting their world, not yours. Oh, here we go. I'm going as quick as I can. Glitter bomb. Do what lights you up. And I'm going to go really, really quickly. Just do what serves you in this world right here, right now. Every day, do something that lights you up. Every day, do something that lights you up. And you're not alone. You're not alone here. I am here for you. 19 years in this business. Reach out, speak up. You don't need to do it alone. I've seen it all. I've got your back, and I'm here to remind you who the heck you are. But as I say that, Facebook are trying to shut me down as I go this. So I'm going very, very quick to say that's Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, about things you need to do if you're feeling stuck today. Let me know in the comments what one you loved about this, and I'm quickly going to get off here before they block me for some strange reason, but I will somehow find a way to get these tips to you if you didn't grab your note-taking device. That's me signing off, over and out. Thanks very much, Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist. Bye.